Well, slap my ass and call me
the Zookeeper.
Papi, yo me siento acelerada. Siento que perdí la noción. Papi, yo me siento acelerada. Pégate, pégate, pégate más.
So my friends, part 2 of day in the life in winter. I'm still in the same day. Now watch, I'm more closer the entrance, you know, wow. But only to relax. I'm on the way outside and here I go down, so less water here. Wow, that is nice now, you know. And here we are, you see, that is beautiful. You see? No water in, you know. Normally it's all full of water. Here to relax. The stairs, you know. Go up. That is nice, you know. Pretty nice to enjoy. Always important, you know, for your mind. Wow, when you move up here, watch. You move up and now the side to the mountains. Wow, here the big mountains come. That is amazing, you know. From nowhere you see the mountains. Wow, that is beautiful, you know. Very nice, you know. So now I drive on. Whew. But today it is heavy with the legs, you know, really heavy. And we go now to Graffiti Court because this court is closed. I will show you that. And there I will tell some things. And I mean, I'm still speechless from the new court in the city, you know. When I've seen the place, that looked so great to me, you know, that is, wow, to me, the best thing what can happen, to see that picture, wow, that I will never forget, this view, wow, that was like, wow, I watched left, what, that was amazing, you know, such a cool court, you know, but now I have to drive on, and then I will say something, you know, let's do it. So, I am still on the same way, but the other bench a little bit more far away, you know. But I will show you something, because here you see the good and you know where we go now to this new court also, you know. That will be part 3, but part 2 is now a little bit, this the Graffiti Court, and that is a little bit hidden. Not many people know this, but then the new court where we will enter in, I hope I can play there. I think it is for free. But this I have also never known, you know, that can happen, that I told you. I know really so much things, but when you think there, boah, I know more than anyone else, so I know more, no. It can really happen that I told always, somewhere around there will be maybe a ring and that you don't know, you know. For example, when you think in the apps, you know, you Google an app or so, that is popular nowadays, you know. I don't need those things, but it is popular when people give in and then they see maybe 5 courts and then they see, hey, I know every court here, yeah? But these are maybe 5% of all courts which are there, you know. That is the thing. And also when I made a video where I walked, you know, because I didn't get the court, the ghost town court was always full with the little football players, you know the story. And then I walked my way and searched for a basketball ring. Maybe I will see something. People got me the thumbs down. What a stupid thing, you know. But that it is, sometimes, you know. And we found a ring, but a private ring which I've never known. But now I know this garden has an own ring, you know. That was the last thing what we did. That was also amazing. The last hope from, I don't know, 1 hour walk. And then there come the ring. But now watch. Here we are. This is the main city, there it ends. Those big buildings, this is the end of the city, you know. So the city goes much more far away, and on the mountain, the last one right, there is Stream Court. Then you can imagine a bit. And there on the hill on, you know, on the mountain, now it is cloudy. You see the mountains are that high normally. And there on in this thing, there is the Höttinger Höll, you know, and the hidden court, you know. So, and there the city ends. And now we move on, it's not that far away, you know. Maybe for some people they say, what? But to me that is not that far away. We come to the next thing, you see, end of the city, and then boo. And here there starts a new one, but then we have to go to the hill there, that mountain what you see now, and the last buildings, you know. You see that? There in around this, there it is the new court, you know. It's not new, but I have never seen it. And there we have to drive now, you see, from here, bam, you go all this way, and then the last thing on the hill, up the last buildings, you know. Maybe better say it a little bit upwards then, you know. Yeah, I know the route, you know, but you will then hear why I never was there. And now I go on to Graffiti Court. So my friends, next station here I will show you something, because with the bicycle, they don't like the bicyclers here, so that you have to move up from the bicycle to push it, you know, here around, that is very small, and then to go over those train thing. But there is not a normal train that is for the companies. Now we are in the industry, I don't know in English, the industry company things, and there enters in the smell area, you know. There we have to pass now. Once I have shown you that there is where old cars are, you know, there are 10 meter all cars together, you know, and there is a own smell, always like at Milano. When you come to Milano Centrale, there it also smells like this, you know, most of the time. And also by my work back in the days, we were at the garbage hill, and it's outside, and there is so much garbage, you know, and there they put all in, you know. At home you make one piece, another thing that you all make separate, and at the end of the day all come together on one hill, doesn't matter, you know. I have seen it because I was there, and now I will show you that I can still pass it, you know. How do we do it here? I will show you. Wait. So, wait. You know, most people have to go down from the bicycle because it is difficult to pass it, you know. And when you are not often driving, the normal people who only drive to work and not more, they will here have a little bit problems, you know. But people who drive more have no problems. That it is, you know. It makes always fun, but always watch out, because sometimes really there comes one and you don't see it. And by the not the last video, one before, where I have shown the Trimdifat, the bark in the woods to drain, there was also such a thing, you know, with the glides, I don't know in English now, the drain. And there is not a drain driving, there is really the drum from the city, you know, no train. The normal tram drives into the woods, you know. That looks really, really cool, because the futuristic tram in the middle of the woods beside where you train, you know. I have seen it again, but I couldn't film it, you know, that it was. And yeah, but that was the other video, you know. And now we go on. And I will show you here the industry now. One has driven, but he had to hold, you know. He was more experienced, but still he was driving in, and then he had to grab with one hand to hold that he can make the round, you know. That it is. Now we go on. So my friends, now we go on the bicycle, you know. Only a few meters left would be the Smiley tunnel. Can you remember? With the Smiley is the tunnel, but we have to go straight. There is also a very old football field, but there is no basketball ring, you know. But here they play many, but when you smell the air here, that is really not healthy, I tell you that. Because all the garbage is all here, you know. And there is really smoke out of the thing that is, yeah, only a tiny bit like in Ötztal. Ötzi court, the most far away court of them all. where I drove with bicycle. And there I have told you that is brutal there. But here is the second brutal. And there you will see all the old shredded cars, you know. 10-meter high, all those cars that I will show you. But I have to watch out because we are on a real street, you know. And here can come a police. So I'm a bit careful, and when I have it on the, like now, you know, then police don't see the camera because I have both hands on my bicycle, you know. So now we have to cross the thing, nothing comes. But now the air, wow, you smell that, it is so brutal. All unhealthy, you know, in nice words, how it is called. Not unhealthy, that is too nice. The gift, you know, toxic. And here you have the old football field, you see that? There they could have made a basketball ring, but there is nowhere a basketball ring, you know. And here these are all companies, but now the smog companies come. Now I have to watch if no police comes, but I will show you that. I see it, wow. Then you can imagine the dirt here. Now watch this, tell me. You see all the cars, all cars in there, you know. Wow. Then we see a little bit better. Can you imagine? And they press all together. Here they burn something. In this company there comes the smoke always out. That is, wow. That is really not healthy. When you work here for your life, I don't know. But you have to see that. Ah, wait. Watch now this piece of dirt. You see it? But these are the small tools now, you know. That is a very old company. But right there you see the big cars. All cars, you see? Wow. You see that? Ah, now the other thing is away, but here the big one, wait, I have to show you that. You see all the cars, all cars in there. Wow. And here the same, you know. I walked and you see it better, this big hill. But this hill is much bigger than this one, you know. But here, that looks like when you play as a kid with the little cars, you know. This is amazing, you know. You see? Back there, these are all real cars. You see them? They look so small. And then you can imagine all those things. And here you see that company. And there it always. And here they have a glass house to sit on. You see that? There you can relax. I have never seen this. You sit in there, and there is a bench on, and then you can watch to the garbage. There they drink their coffee, and then you have the outside to the garbage. And they are relaxing in there. Unbelievable. Watch now. What is KF? You see the Germany, KF Krefeld, or I don't know. What is KF? And here you can go on, and there you drink your coffee to the garbage. That is nice. That is how we like it, or outside to the garbage. That is so cool. The industry thing, you know. And there we come to the graffiti court. This is really a court which not many people know, because when you have nothing to do there, that is so outside and so on the right side, because we have the main little town left of the train things, and there you will never experience that, you know. If you don't know people from there, you will never have heard of this court, you know. Wow, the air. And here we have all the wood, you know. And you see that is all for garbage here. Wow. And here also the drum comes in, transport the thing. And here also the smoke comes out above, you know, from this castle. I don't know. So here the woods. And then we drive in at our graffiti court, you know. Hopefully not rough people are in there, because there, yeah, I will tell you something. You will see that So garbage, 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 you know. Garbage also outside, you know. People all smash out of the... Here it's all garbage, and you see that? They put all out of their cars, you know. You see? And here you smell the woods, you know. And here is this castle, you see that in front? This big one. And now, a few meters, you know, round, yeah, a little bit more. 3 minutes to drive from here, then we are there. You see? It is almost by the entrance where we drove to the Glungetzer, you know, to the ski area by the bicycle, if you have seen this video. You know, I know so many streets and all those things, you know, everything I know here. And then comes this basketball court in my city, 10 minutes from the home where I live. In 39 years I have never seen it or heard of it. That is unbelievable, you know. Unbelievable. So now we see us there. And when you have ever heard of the company Rechheis, watch. These are the spaghetti thing, you know. Maybe in Germany when you're in the supermarket and you have seen this, the spaghetti name, then here it is, you know. Also here by us. The industry company, you know. And that it is. And here we were also before. I have to be careful because of the police. This building I also was, that is Zimmermann, you know. There we had to bring the garbage from the paper, you know, but only the paper. They were very strict because when in the containers were other things than paper, then they were really, really angry, you know. But the other thing, you see the things, the cars, you know, for this. And yeah, but now I move on. So, and here we have another football stadium, you know. Watch at this, it's very old, you know, with a little tribune, you know, with a house. There are 2 fields, you know, one and after is another football field. There the people are training, but this is all outside, you know. But very old, very, very old, you know. Be careful, when car comes. A white one. You see it here with the tribune. And now we are almost there, you know. At a rough court, but it is closed. Now you see Sportplatz. Here again. This, you know, the track for the athletic has all holes in, you know. There are all holes because it is, I don't know, 40 years old, you know, this place. And also in there is also all sport, and here comes to another football field, you know. Football was always the biggest by us, you see. In the 90s there was almost only existing football, and now we drive in. So now we will enter in. We are almost here at Graffiti Court, you know. But it is closed, I will show you that. But I have something to say, watch. And damaged football, you know, then you know what is going on here. So one side is closed, the cage, you know, there you are not allowed in winter to play, it is forbidden. And not only forbidden, it is really locked up with a chain. And the outside thing, there's one little court beside the graffiti. That is why it's the name, Graffiti Court. There you can play, but the whole place is forbidden in winter, you know. And there I will tell you something in general about streetball. Watch, 1, 2, 3, here we are. That is Graffiti Court, you know. Here the beach volleyball, and left the basketball cage. A rough place, you know. And here is the graffiti house. That is a art yacht club, you know. And here this court is open, the small one. Very cool, original, because you don't see that. We drive from this side, that you also see it. And here is a relax park, you know. There you have also a few things in there, you know, when you enter in the right thing. But there are most of the time docks and all those things, you know. That is, you know, always be careful. Because they have no lines. Here you see they have also a little bit training tools. Maybe when no one is in, but I've seen a dog without a line, so we were once at the bridge, you know. But here you see it, the Champ, but not NBA Champ, you know. You see? And from that side it looks really cool and nice. Or such a small piece. Wow, that is nice. Here to enter in with this tool, you see, that I have to show you. Wait, now we go down. But that is all locked up now in winter. No chance, you know, no chance. Wait, my bicycle, and now I will say something. What balls do I have by me? Also this. Here you see, that is really cool. And here this ring, you know it from the playing. This were by the outside courts, we are outside, you know. But also in this town, outside, I also know almost every street because I went school here and I was so often here, you know. So also here I know almost everything. You see that is a rusty ring, very old, and it is a little bit, it goes down, you see. And here is the cage court, you know, but an open cage. And that is a rougher place, you know, that I can tell you. But there is all locked up, you see. Even table tennis, there is no net on. The net is a way that you cannot play, you know. And that is the thing, it is locked. And it is big written on, you know, here. Platz gesperrt. That means court, the whole place is locked, you know. Whole place is locked. And there you see all the rules, you know. Here is for everyone here, but only not from my town, only from this city for the people, you know. When I come here, I'm a stranger, so I am not allowed to play here because I don't live here, you know. And schools and clubs have advantage over normal people, you know. When I'm a normal people who would live here and there is a school in or a club, then the others can play, but not me. When they will enter in now and I was playing, I have to leave, you know. And there are all rules, you know. Not allowed are motor cycling and inline skates, skateboards, you know. And to eat in there and bam bam bam. Golf, you know. Who wants to play golf in a basketball court? And on and on and on, you know. And now I will say something. You see, that is a yacht club, and you know, there can be rougher people, you know. Even when are younger people there's more action and on, you know. And that is okay. And now it is locked, but why? That is the question. I will show you that. I have to watch of the doggies. It's always here, you know, because when they enter out, they have it never on the line most of the times, and then they run to you and they have no control over the dogs, you know, most of the time. And here you see, that is for the dogs stay out, bicycles stay out, all okay. But here you see this chain, this is really locked up, you know. Really locked up that you cannot enter in. This is the entrance where you have to make the round and then you are in. And here you see there is sand in, you know, because beach volleyball beside. And when there are a lot of young kids, you know, they play and make fun, you know. And then you can imagine, you see that. A rougher place, but it is nice to play. And why is it locked up? Even this door, you know, but that is most of the time locked up. Always enter in here by the main entrance. You also have a shower here, and as most of the times you have lights here, you see. On the outside courts you have so often lights here for night, but at night here I only played at my home court by night. Also an outside court, there we also have light, you know, still have light. And so why is this all closed? Now you can think of, I don't know the reason, but I think two things. Because when now in winter someone plays here and someone gets hurt, slips out, something happens, who has the fault, you know? Because then when a kid or somewhere is damaged, you know, and then the parents say, hey, that happened here, and then maybe the city, maybe the yacht club, who owns this tool, you know? I think the city. And then they are the reason why, you know, they have to pay them, you know what I mean? That can be, or because here it is rougher and that nothing happens here because they have normally under control and this and that. There are people working and then they say no, not now, and that is closed, you know. That I don't know. But now in general, you have seen the rules here. On outside courts you can read this more often, that clubs and schools can also play here. And when they enter in, you have to leave, you know. And there it starts, you know, and there I will tell something. For example, to me, trainers, you know, in general, private trainers who are in there, if these are streetball trainers, basketball trainers, or fitness trainers, have nothing to do in a free streetball court. You know, that is my honest opinion to 100%. So I say it again. Streetball trainers and basketball trainers stay out of a streetball court, you know, and also your fitness trainers and yoga trainers stay out of a streetball court. You know, that may now sound a little bit harsh, I don't know how to call this, or hard, you know, but now listen to that. I see that more and more often now, you know, that trainers enter in a free court, but here it is other, you know, outside courts I have to tell. For example, before Brennero, the last court before Italy, there is the same, because they have only one place and a school maybe has no free space outdoor, and then they use such a court also. Everything okay, you know, no problem. But in a city where is a free basketball court for free people, and streetball was always for free, you know. Call it streetball, basketball, outdoor ball, playground ball, doesn't matter now, you know. I told the story, streetball, the name which the rights has added as still, you know, the history about all of that, you know, and what is streetball. But streetball was always a lifestyle, and it was for people in the city built that they can make outdoor sport for free. That is why it was built, you know. And then listen to that. Streetball trainers, basketball trainer sounds now good, but cool, you can make a session at the streetball court, you pay him and then you can learn it. That sounds good and great, all okay, but now listen. The thing is then, the trainers enter in a free court, you know, and when they are in there, then they give a lesson to their client. And the client has to pay, and then when I come or 1,000 other people who want to play basketball, then they cannot play because the trainer is in there with his client and he earns money, by the way, and you are not allowed. So for me it was built, and for 1,000 others, to enter in, and then there are trainers who earn money there, and that is the point. You know why they will come here? Because indoor they have to pay, you know, for the indoor hall they have to pay there, and then they say, hey, that is much better, I go outside because that is free, there I don't have to pay for the court, but I can earn money. And that is why they come now then there. And then it starts, and believe me, that will come more and more and more, that trainers enters in such a court, and basketball, streetball trainers will come, believe me, more and more and more. And then they will say, hey, I go there. And what will happen? You will have more and more and more trainers. Even now I have seen trainers in there at my city, you know, different trainers. And then when they are coming more and more and more, then you cannot enter in. And I mean, alone, the thing, you know, there I have no respect for this. I tell you again, streetball trainers, basketball trainers stay out of a free streetball court. And also fitness trainers stay out of such a court, you know. I say this again to 100%, and you have zero respect for me, because alone the thinking wise of them, the mindset of them, when they say, hey, I go now to a free place which is for public, and there I make my training session 1 hour, a client pays me, and I own the court now. And when now someone like me or 1,000 others come, or kids, hey, we want to play now, and the trainer says, no, now it doesn't go, I have here my client in 1 hour, you know, and that is absolutely not okay. When you want to earn money, then go indoor. That was always the way how it was, you know. That was in the 90s, in the 80s, it was always so. Indoor, there rent your hall, go in a club, and there you can pay. Then the people go in, then you have your own court, but not on a free streetball court, you know. That is not okay. That is really absolutely not okay. And I see that more and more. I see fitness trainers who make their session in. I mean, hey, what is going on? Alone the idea. Once I have seen it, there were coming trainers in, not here in the city. But it was a school, you know. Maybe they have the right to do it there. It was nothing written on. But alone, they were entering in. I was playing on the ring. And then they built up their coordination tools, you know, these plastic things for the whole length. They didn't say a word to me, you know. They wanted to kick me out. They have said, yeah, you will see. Now the people come and then you have to leave. I mean, but I see private trainers who make their sessions in, you know, more and more and more. And one time, believe me, when this happens more and more and more, then the normal people will not enter in. When you see, wow, one time a trainer, that sounds cool. Yeah, you can learn it, great. But you know, I think always on and on and on, more forward. And that will come more often, and then the whole day there will be trainers in. Because they don't have to pay something, but they can earn money. And that is not right. Let money out of a streetball court. Money has nothing to do in a streetball court, you know. Because streetball was always for free. And when you are so nice, then make it for free. Come here and learn it to the people for free, you know. Back in the days, the better people, they learned it to you. The same was in skateboarding. Now in skateboarding, the same trainers, this, that, blah, 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 you know. But learn it to the ones who are not that good. And everyone can enter in, but not with money involved, you know. And then the city maybe one time will see it. And what will happen then? Then we don't have free courts anymore. Then they say, hey, the court is half a day closed for the public because the trainers are in. And then the city will say, hey, we can earn money there. Then we take money from all the trainers. They have to pay the rent. You know, that will come. And then for a few hours it is free for public, you know. And I'm a streetballer. I stand for streetball, you know. Pat the Cat stands for streetball. And that is why I have to say this, that streetball has to stay free, you know, for everyone who wants to enter in. If this is a basketball player from a club, if this is a beginner, an old people, a young one, a traveler who flies in from the other side of the country, other side of the world, you can play here for free, you know. And that should always stay the same and not change. And that is why I don't like it when I see trainers here giving yoga lessons and Tai Chi lessons. I see all of that. You drive in here and then you cannot play. Also kindergarten kids. I know one court, doesn't matter at which time you come there, there are always kindergarten kids in. And they don't play basketball. They are only running in. Nothing to do with a ball. Only running. You know what I mean? That is also not okay. You know, it's nice for the kids, but I mean in winter, when it has minus degrees, the kids don't have to spend 2-3 hours sitting on a cold basketball court. This is made to play basketball for free people. And that is why I say this. When most people will think, no, boy, he says something against trainers. No, but stay indoor, it's all great. Or as I told once, normally we would need those 3-3 streetball courts, you know, that they build an own 3-3 streetball court, there they can learn. It's a sport, you know, that has nothing to do with streetball from back in the days, you know, even before Adidas was. Scott McNeil, you know, 50-year anniversary we had. In the USA, they also started 3-3 streetball, but in a street, you know, and not in an indoor hall or such an faked court like 3-3, which they extra build up. And when the tournament is over, they go away. When it's a little bit raining, they also go indoor. This indoor play, not streetball, you know. But you know, streetball, the name Adidas and on and on. But you know what I mean? That has to stay for free, you know. And not the trainers, because they only think, hey, wow, cool. Here I don't have to pay, but I can earn money. Wow, that is cool. I will not rent an indoor hall. For what? I'm not stupid, you know. Because there I have to pay. Here I don't have to pay. Here I make my clients, I make it black without finances to the finance government, you know. It's not okay. This is for public people. For public people to enter in the streetball courts. You know, I have also seen, you will not believe that. I have once seen people under a basketball court with little kids with a carpet, you know, like a carpet, and were sitting and making a picnic. Can you imagine that? They had nothing to do with basketball. They were sitting under the ring and there was only one ring. And I couldn't play because they were sitting there and with a baby and playing with the baby. I mean, go out, go to a kids place. For that we have kids place, but not a basketball court, you know. That is not good. And so my name stands for Streetball, and I will watch that all the people can play streetball for free, because imagine that. When that happens with these trainers, that takes a few years that it gets normal, and then the young people will not know it all. Then when they are born, growing up, then they say, yeah, it's normal that there are trainers in, you cannot play now. Believe me, in 10, 15 years then, the young people will not know it all. They say it's normal that you cannot come here and play when you want. But it should stay for free, you know, as it always was. And that is why I don't like when trainers enters in there and think they can own their court, you know, and that it is. That was part 2 to bring that out, and now here the dogs were in without the line, you know. That is also a thing, you know. That is a kids place, you know, to relax place, and there they always have the dogs without the line because they think, yeah, now no one will enter in. Now I will not show you because they are in now and the dog are running, you know. So, but there are also a little bit fitness station, but not that much. That was part 2 from the graffiti court, and now I'm excited because now we go to this new court, you know, new, that is longer there, but I have never seen or heard of this. But I know where it is, you know, but there I never came. This is in another town outside, not that far away, but we have to drive upwards, you know. Wow, that will be exciting. And which balls do I have? By me, 1, 2, 3. I have a rubber ball, a not good rubber ball, the Spalding Platinum series. We give it a new chance. I will say about the ball something. And we have 2 really good, really great composite indoor-outdoor balls. One is the Peak Mr. Mike ball, the first version, and the other one is the Tarmac BT900X, the most expensive tarmac ball, the deep channel design. I will play them. I have 3 courts where I will go now. I have time, you know, I do whatever I want. Now we will leave the graffiti court, the closed court in winter. And now we will enter in this new court. Part 3, new court. I have to search a name for this. But I will watch. I have seen a bit, it is a small place. I think it is for public, you know, but yeah, you will see it, you know. And then asphalt, 1 ring only. And yeah, but we will see. I drive on now.
Papi, yo me siento acelerada. Siento que perdí la noción. Papi, yo me siento acelerada. Pégate, pégate, pégate más.